This is the story of a woman named Maria, a grandmother who gave everything to her family, but in the end found herself forgotten, isolated in a small room. It's a story about faith, strength, and the power of forgiveness. It's a reminder that no matter how dark life gets, there's always a way out through love and resilience. Maria had always been the heart of her family. She was the one who made sure every meal was filled with love. She was the one who stayed up late, caring for everyone, listening to their problems, and offering advice. She was the one who held the family together, always there when they needed her. But as time passed, things began to change. Her children grew up. They got married. They had their own lives to live. Maria's son, James, and his wife, Linda, became so caught up in their own busy schedules that they stopped making time for her. One day, James and Linda asked her to move into a small room at the back of their house. They told her it was just temporary. They needed more space, and this would help. At first, Maria didn't mind. It seemed like a small thing. She thought it would only be for a little while. But that temporary turned into months, and then it turned into years. The small room became Maria's whole world. She spent her days staring out the window, watching the world go by without her. She waited for someone to come and talk to her, to spend time with her. Meals were brought to her, but that was it. No one asked how she was. No one cared to know. Her son, James, and Linda hardly ever spent time with her. She had become invisible to them. Her love, once cherished, was now taken for granted. And Maria began to wonder, what happened? Where did I go wrong? The loneliness grew every day, and her heart ached with the silence. But Maria never raised her voice. She never complained. She thought, maybe they're just busy. Maybe they don't realize what they're doing to me. But over the years, the silence became too heavy to bear. She longed for someone to notice her, to show her the love she had given so freely to others. And then one night, when everything felt like it was closing in on her, something miraculous happened. Maria was sitting by the window staring at the stars when she heard a voice. It was soft at first, like a whisper in the wind, but then it grew clearer and stronger. Maria, the voice said, it's time. Get up, my child. You are not alone. She thought she was imagining it, but the voice came again. This time, it was unmistakable. You have passed the test, Maria. You have shown patience and strength. Now it is time to rise. You are chosen. I am with you. You are never alone. In that moment, Maria felt something shift. A warmth filled the room. It was as though the room, once cold and silent, was now alive with energy. For the first time in years, Maria didn't feel alone. She didn't feel forgotten. She felt the presence of God, a divine presence that gave her the strength to stand up and face her family. The next morning, Maria woke up with a sense of purpose. She walked out of the room that had confined her for so long. She walked with her head held high, no longer afraid, no longer invisible. She found James sitting in the living room, his eyes glued to his phone. Maria stood there for a moment watching him, but she didn't feel angry. She didn't feel hurt. She just knew that it was time to speak. James, Maria said, her voice calm but firm. I forgive you. I forgive you for the years of silence, for the loneliness you've put me through. But understand this, I will no longer stay in the shadows. I am a woman of faith. I am your mother, and I will not be forgotten again. James looked up, startled. He had never seen his mother like this before. She wasn't the frail, quiet woman he had ignored. She was strong, and she was unafraid. Mom, James whispered, his voice full of regret. I didn't realize what I was doing. I didn't see it. I'm sorry." Maria smiled, a smile filled with love, but also with a deep understanding. A smile that said, "I forgive you, but I will never forget what it means to be truly seen." "You are forgiven," Maria said, "but never forget, this love can never be taken for granted. I am your mother, and I deserve to be treated with the respect I have always given you." And from that day on, things began to change. James and Linda started to see Maria not just as the woman who had been locked away in a room, but as the mother and grandmother who had given them everything. They started spending time with her again, talking to her, sharing their lives with her. And Maria no longer stayed in the background. She was part of the family once again, but this time she was treated with the love and respect she deserved. Maria's strength had broken the chains of silence. Her forgiveness had healed old wounds, and her family learned to appreciate her once again. Maria's story teaches us a powerful lesson. No matter the trials we face, no matter the pain or isolation, we always have the strength to rise above. And forgiveness, true forgiveness, is not just for others, it's for ourselves too. It's about healing, letting go, and moving forward. Maria didn't just forgive her son, she forgave herself, and in that forgiveness she found peace. So, if you're feeling alone, or lost, or abandoned, remember Maria's story. You are never truly alone. And even in the darkest moments, God is always with you. Have faith. Rise up. And forgive not just others, but yourself, because you are stronger than you know. Thank you for listening to Maria's story. May you find the strength and peace that Maria found. Until next time, keep the faith and keep your heart open. What? That's amazing. I didn't expect that. All right, calming down. Everything is back to normal. And finally, a gentle whisper. This is the quiet part.